Chemistry is awesome!
Alright guys, okay, so what we did just now, alright, we are trying to determine the limiting reactant between hydrogen and fluorine. So which reactant is the limiting reactant through a method, okay, by comparing reactant with reactant. Okay, so what we did was we are comparing the moles of reactant needed and moles of reactant available. So let's say if needed, okay, is greater than available, okay, so means that, okay, the reactant is the limiting reactant. Okay, but if the moles of reactant needed in the reaction is less than available, okay, so means that this reactant will become the excess reactant. So actually that is the first option, that is the option number 1. Okay, so actually another option that we can use to solve for this in order for us to determine so which reactant is going to be the limiting reactant. Okay, so you have a second option actually. So in this second option, what we are going to do, we are comparing reactant with product. Okay, so so even though there are two options, okay, two options here, you can use either one of this, okay, either one of these options. Okay, so in this second option, we are going to compare which reactant, okay, which reactant in the reaction produces less product. Okay, so the one that produces less product means that reactant will become the limiting reactant. So now let's look at this. Still I'm going to use the same example here. Okay, so from this equation we know that 1 mole of hydrogen produces 2 moles of hydrogen fluoride, and 1 mole of fluorine also produces 2 moles of hydrogen fluoride. And remember guys, okay, we have 2 moles of hydrogen and 3 moles of fluorine. Okay, so therefore if we have 2 moles of hydrogen gas, so it should produce 4 moles of hydrogen fluoride, while if we have 3 moles of fluorine, it should produce 6 moles of hydrogen fluoride. So by comparing these two, okay, so we can clearly see here, okay, hydrogen produces less HF, okay, hydrogen produces less hydrogen fluoride, less product compared to fluorine. Okay, so in this case, okay, since hydrogen produce less hydrogen fluoride, or we can say produce less product than fluorine, and that makes hydrogen is the limiting reactant while fluorine is the excess reactant. So this is the method, guys. So this is another method, the second method to determine limiting reactant, but this time it is based on which reactant produce less product. So the one that produce less product, so this reactant will become the limiting reactant. Okay, so this is the second option. Okay.